my channel. This is Rhonda. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Hello, love you. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, I hope you consider giving me a like, thumbs up, comment, or tell all your friends to subscribe, because yeah, I love having new subscribers. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing a quick and easy kind of mini eye tutorial, and I'm going to be using a new brush set that I just picked up because I've had a couple people say to me, can you do like how to do your eyes, like different brushes to use, but not like the expensive woo-woo brushes that all the big beauty influencers use. I mean, dang it, I got hair in my eye. I had Bilbo. What else is new? In fact, he's not even in here. I don't know if I can make a video without Bilbo. I hear him at the door. I'm gonna go let him in because he's gonna start meowing. Crisis averted. I can now make my video. Bilbo is in the room. But anyway, I've had a couple people say, you know, so many beauty influencers, they're using these Sigma brushes and the MAC brushes and da-da-da-da-da. And a lot of people are more like I was. Thankfully, my kids are all growing up, moving out of the house. The money I used to have to pour into my kids, I can start pouring a little more into me. And I've started very slowly buying, like the rare, I have one Sigma brush. It's a foundation brush. I've got a few Morphe brushes, but generally speaking, my makeup brushes have been either cheap Walmart stuff, or you buy the makeup palette and it comes with the brush. That's 90% of my brushes right there. So I'm just going to show you. And I like these because look how, well, let's see if I can get them to show up. Look how pretty they are. This brush set I found at Walmart. It was, I think, $16.84. Bilbo, stop it. God, he's such an annoyance. But I love cats. I just don't like them sometimes. I practically need a lightsaber to get into these things. Okay, like I said, it was like 16 some dollars. Oh, I didn't realize it even came with this. Cute little holder. It's very iridescent-y. I like that. And it comes with these brushes. Are they not just pretty? Look how pretty they are. And this is dual-handled. It's got the fluffy. Oh, they're actually pretty soft. So I'm going to pop them out, and I'm going to show you how to do an eye look using just a few. I mean, and this really isn't that many brushes. And I probably won't even use this brush. Probably won't even use that brush. This is a brush that I would be using if I was going to be like putting, you know, smudging something down around here. But to be honest, when I'm just going to work, I don't tend to do that quite as much. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I just get in the mood where I'm like, I glam it up to go to work at 10 o'clock at night. So, let me get situated here. And I have chosen a fairly easy palette. I have chosen the Colourpop I Think I Love You palette. Here's what the colors look like. Just a lot of browns and just pretty colors, because I chose this because if you want to buy this off of the Colourpop website, I'll put a link down below. It's $16. You cannot go wrong with Colourpop, period. I love Colourpop stuff. And for $16, you get all these beautiful shades. So, let's start off with, I'm just using, I've got this Lorac primer. I've had this free sample for a long time. I've got my mirror over here, so hold on. I have got a hair in my eye. Didn't really get it out, but whatever. I'm going to kind of zoom in just a little bit more. So I'm just going to put just a little, just a dab of primer. Come on, camera. There you go. Good enough. On my lids. And just kind of tap and smooth it out. If you hear stuff in the background, Bilbo has found a piece of paper that he is now batting around the room. Because Bilbo is just a weird little doucheball of a cat. Now, here is how I prefer to do it. You can do it however you want, but this is how I like to do. I would take just a nice big kind of fluffy brush like this, and I would take a color that's very, very light, very neutral. I'm going to take this color right here, which says My Treat, I think is what it's called. Just put some on the brush, and I just kind of smooth it all over. This is what they call a transition color. This is just a color that they like to put on, and it helps you when you blend out all your other colors, meaning it kind of helps soften up the harsh edges of what you're blending, and it just also kind of gives a good base. Now I would, for simple look like I'm going to do today, I would take a nice deeper color. I think I'm going to go in with this color right there. Velour, I think? I don't know. Maybe I need glasses. And I like these kind of brushes. These kind of angled brushes. And I just put a little bit on. There, I'll even see if I can show you. Just put a little bit on. Kind of tap off the edges, and I like to kind of work this up in my crease a little bit. I like the angled brushes because it kind of helps me get it into my crease a little bit. These brushes just aren't too bad for $16, $17, let me tell you. And of course I think they're pretty. And you know, isn't that what it's all about? Get just a little bit more. Bilbo was just having such a fun time batting all that, whatever it is, around. Then I take a big fluffy brush like this, and I just blend everything in together. There we go. And kind of soften up the eye, the harsh lines. That's why you've got that transition color. You can kind of, it helps you transition one shade into the next. The worst thing about being just a little bit not as young is when you're doing this, you see how my eyelids are moving all over the place. I don't have those nice tight eyelids anymore. Then what I like to do, because this is actually the big fluffy brush, has another end, which is just a nice brush like this. I would like to take and put just a pop of color on my actual lids. And I have been obsessed with this yellow color right there. It's called Let's Do It. And I'm just going to tap a little bit of that on all over my lid. Tap off the extra. And just tap it on. And then do the same on the other side. Then I like to go in with the first brush that I was using and take just a hint of another darker color. Or you can even go back in. I think I'll go back in with the color I put in the crease and put just a hint bit right out here on the outer edge of my eye. Just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. Take the fluffy brush and blend everything together. And there we go. My eyeshadow is on. We just blend this just a little bit better right here. Oh, that's better. That's better. Now, mascara time. I just have a little eyelash curler. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. This is just one, it's just a Sephora brand. Just a little quick crimp. And another quick crimp. Then I have been obsessed with this voluminous L'Oreal primer. Total dupe for the one I had been using and less than half the price. I'll link the dupe video up in the cards for you. Let that dry for a second. And another dupe is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I personally think it's a total dupe for the Better Than Sex. And again, it's less than half the price. Mine is actually starting to get a little older because I've had it for a few months now. And I have used it quite a bit. And it's just starting to get that, oh, old clumpy look. But it's still so pretty. Can't put on mascara without doing that face, can ya? Yes, Bilbo, I hear you, baby. Bilbo speaks. There's my eyes. And now for a quick eyebrow. My little set even came with, it's got the eyebrow brush and eyelash brush on one end and then the spoolie on the other. So I just kind of brush up, got a spot of fuzz on my face, kind of brush my brows into place. And get them. And this is an old brush that I think it's an It Cosmetics or, oh, it's a Mally Beauty. I've had it for years. I don't know what it is. And I've got Wonder Brow here. This is in Auburn. As you can see, I'm getting on the low end of this stuff because this is my second tube. I love it. So I just take it out. I just hold it up like this. And I just take this little end of the brush and I just kind of tap it on the edge, kind of get a little bit of wipe off the excess, and then with short little strokes, very lightly, just brush through your eyebrows. And you pray to God that Bilbo doesn't jump up and disturb you, because he likes to do that. He also likes to help me put my makeup on. I am definitely going to need to get a new one of these, because I can tell it's getting on the older, worn out side. Then I like to use the brush end rather than the spoolie. And just kind of brush it through. Then you rinse and repeat on the other side. And if you have any places you just kind of want to fill in, you just put a little bit more on. I just prefer a more natural looking eyebrow. I guess that's just my preference. I just want them to look a little fuller and kind of hide the fact that I've got gray hairs in my eyebrows. This little spot right here does not want to lay down. So I just prefer a slightly more natural looking eyebrow. It's just my preference. That's what my eye look looks like. Something that's fairly quick and easy. It only took about 10 minutes, give or take. And I picked these colors because, like I said, if you want a palette that's just absolutely gorgeous and that's very inexpensive, try the Colourpop. Love it. Otherwise, I know you can find stuff similar in the drugstore. I'm pretty sure NYX has a palette that looks like this. Maybelline has a couple palettes that are fairly close. Yeah, but this is totally worth it. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If so, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, tell me another tutorial that maybe you'd like to see. And with that, I'm going to get ready to go to work. And I'm going to say peace, love, and take care of yourself. That's the nurse's orders. Bye-bye.